Hey guys, this is Bobby. I just wanted to reply to this problem and just show an example of what I'm talking about with the geometry data type and the nvarchar data type in Arc once you register with the geodatabase. So what I'm going to do here is I've got the SQL Server Management Studio opened up, and right over here I've got my database expanded. So my database here, have my tables folder expanded, and you can see that I've already enabled Arc to communicate with this database. That's why all the DBO prefixes are in here. So if you look down, we're looking at Lake and Lake 2. What I'm going to do is make a new table called Lake 3, and I'll throw the SQL in right now and explain that to you, what I'm doing here. So here I've got create table, Lake 3 example, and essentially if we expand out Lake 2 columns here, you see that I'm carrying over the exact same columns. So name and varchar, elevation feet, depth feet, area square miles are all float. In country varchar 50, continent varchar 50, wicket and varchar max, shape and varchar max. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to be carrying over the shape column in Lake 2 to Lake 3, and we need to match data types there. So here I've got the insert into Lake 3x, all the fields that I want to fill in from Lake 2. You'll notice here that I'm carrying over shape twice to fill in the wicket and the shape field for Lake 3x. The reason for that is in Lake 2, you'll see that wicket is actually a geometry data type, and I don't want to do that just yet. I want to actually show you what it looks like when we don't have a geometry data type in Arc. It recognizes it as a table rather than a polygon. So we'll go ahead and run that. 27 rows affected, that means it's good. And if we refresh this, we'll see that Lake 3x is showing up. So we'll do that now, and Lake 3x is in there. So we'll go over to Arc. And what I wanted to do is, again, show you that this is going to recognize this table as only a table and not a polygon field. So you'll see Lake and Lake 2. This is the workaround, by the way, in tutorial 2 in the red, which I also modified and changed a little bit. That's why it's showing as a polygon now. So disregard this, but let me refresh and show you what I've got here. So now you see Lake 3x. This is a table. This is a polygon. The reason why this is a table is, again, going back to SQL Server Management Studio, is there are no polygon fields here whatsoever. So let's examine Lake 3x real quick and just make sure that it looks okay. This is the new table that we added and we copied over from Lake 2. So you'll see at the end you got wicket and shape, and they've got the right fields that carried over from Lake 2. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to design, and I am going to look at, I don't know, what do we want? Wicket or shape? It probably makes more sense to make shape the shape field, right? So we'll go and set that to geometry and save it. Save that as a SQL. Yeah, sure, we'll replace that. All right, now it's saved. So what's going to happen here when I hit refresh is this is going to show up as a polygon field. Let's test that out. Refresh. Oh, and it's a blank field, but that's good because now we can register that with the geodatabase. So we go to Analysis, Tools, Register with Geodatabase. We do the input data set for that, Lake 3 example. Okay. And now we're going to pick shape from the dropdown. That's the only one it's going to show because, again, shape is a geometry data type. Boom. There you go. It's a geometry type polygon. Coordinate system. Let's choose the current. That's GCS WIGS 84 and run. It's going to go through good, and we're going to pop up with, there you go, the new polygon feature class, which is Lake 3x. And that should clear things up a little bit and add a little light. If you have any questions, please contact me. Have a good night.